The Ministry of Defense has last May signed a US $49 million deal with Israel Aerospace Industries (IAI) to upgrade 5 Kafir fighter jets of No. 10 Squadron, Sri Lanka Air Force. The proposal to overhaul and upgrade the fighter bombers to multi-role capability was approved by the cabinet the last December 2020. A group of Israeli specialists from IAI arrived last month and have begun the upgrade process, which will take 2 years to complete, the SLAF told Daily FT. The deal includes replacing the aircraft's basic avionics with the advanced 4+ generation fighter aircraft avionics in order to one day integrate advanced radar, sensors, communication systems, and new helmets. The upgrade process will also include transfer of knowledge and skills for refurbishment to Sri Lankan Air Force personnel. The upgrades will be completed in cooperation with Sri Lanka's Air Force and in their local facilities, IAI said in a press release on the signing of the deal on the 30th of June. The Israeli defense industry giant has been a long-standing supplier of military hardware and subsystems for the Sri Lankan armed forces. I am proud that IAI's Kafir has been chosen by customers around the world, including in the United States and as the Colombian Air Force's primary fighter jet. I believe this deal is an early step in preparing for future upgrades to the advanced model KNG Kafir new generation. Executive Vice President and General Manager of IAI's Aviation Group, Yossi Melamed stated. Once the agreement is signed, the IAI team will overhaul and upgrade one aircraft. The second, third and fourth aircraft will be overhauled jointly with the SLAF, so that we can learn from them. The final aircraft will be overhauled and upgraded by a SLAF team under IAI supervision, Commander of the Air Force, Air Marshal Sudarshana Patharana explained earlier this year. Air Marshal Patharana told Daily FT that the agreement includes a spare parts package that will give the jets a 15-year life cycle. A new fighter aircraft would cost in the range of $40 million a unit. We have already spent a lot of money on the Kafir fleet, we have good experience with it. If we let them go now and the SLAF would not have a fighter capability and the investment made to the fleet up to now would be lost. Air Marshal Patharana stated, pointing out that the force had learned from previous experience of not maintaining adequate airpower. The SLAF inducted the Israeli-built Kafir C-2 fighter jets and TC-2 trainers in 1996 standing up No. 10 Squadron, which evolved into the main strike bomber formation during later stages of the Elam Wars. With only a few Kafir airframes remaining serviceable after 2009, plans to overhaul the fighter jets have been delayed over several years due to budget constraints. Earlier this year, the government said they planned to acquire several Mi-171 helicopters via a Russian line of credit on military hardware to support the SLAF peacekeeping missions in Africa. The move to upgrade fighter jets and purchase helicopters during an economic crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic drew strong criticism by the opposition. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa questioned the government about the move in parliament earlier this year, accusing them of misplaced priorities. Last month, the SLAF ferried back home 3 AN-32B transport aircraft, overhauled by the original equipment manufacturer, OME, in Ukraine at a cost of US $7.5 million. Much of the SLAF's fleet remains grounded and technologically outdated, in need of maintenance and/or overhaul to return them to operational use. Some are being overhauled by the SLAF, at their own facility at Katunayaka Air Force Base. The SLAF say the local maintenance and overhaul of some aircraft brings savings for taxpayer funds and prevents them from being sent overseas.